forgotten, sir. Thomas and Duncan working in the Ida Bay Railway. Shut up. Thomas was invited to visit the Ida Bay Railway. Duncan had gone there to work its quarry because the railway was short engine. He'd never been there before, let alone the quarry was not the same. I wonder what is happening when I work there, he asked himself. He went to find Duncan. He found him waiting. "Hello, Thomas. I found this quarry, so I thought we could do it a different way when we come to Small Engine Dock. We'll meet Sunshine. He's helping us too." "I've never been here before. Let's do this." He was enjoying the wonderful countrysides of the Ida Bay Railway, and the tree hills were wonderful. Duncan showed him the old line. It was on top of the forest hill. "That's where the stone comes from," said Duncan. "Our truck's going there, not us," said Thomas, thinking of the time that he fell down a mine a while back. While they were waiting for the stone, Duncan saw a line that wasn't found for a long time. There was a house up the hill. It was called Gemma Wall. It was home of the first person who has lived in it, and it was also in a big landscape. That was called Blood Common. The name was perfect for the house, and the man was rather a criminal that was never seen. His name is Sim Bim. He was on the loose for about 2 years. He broke the law of trying to stop the Ida Bay Railway because he hated trains. The last time he was seen from Duncan, when all his friends moved here in 1999, he was threatened from him and was fried from his magic smoke. Then, once he was killed, Duncan then made his house empty. Now his body and Gemma Wall were just a bad sign display. Duncan gazed up at the house. "Oh dear, this brings back memories when I came here the first time. I had to stop his mindless ways of stopping the Ida Bay Railway running. I'll have a look at the house." I already said to Thomas I need to see how much has changed. Duncan had already chuffed up the hill. The lines weren't smooth. They were rough and never restored for a long time. He came to the top, which he already did, and looked at the scariest side of the house. To his shock, he found the body of his victim. Nothing much has changed since I stayed here for a few days, he said to his driver. Well, you gave it a surprise, and nobody has been visiting this wreck except us. His driver got down to have a look at the house while Duncan with the fireman waited. While looking at the body wreck, little Sinbin has regretted his punishment and it will be fed to the dogs. Suddenly, he heard a heavy, loud, grunting noise. Duncan looked around the common and about the house. He saw a dark spot, which is not a good place to visit. There was a dark spot, and something came running up towards him. It was a stray dog. Yikes! Cried Duncan. This place is home to the dogs. I better warn the driver. He whistled to get his driver's attention. He appeared from the door. There's some stray dog, driver. You best come to me. This house is uncommon is now home to this one. It's coming with me. I can't get to you, Duncan. You'll have to deal with that dog. Duncan decided to use the body pieces of Simbins, which he already had found. He dug it up out of the ground. The stray dog caught it. That's right, old boy. Eat the pieces instead of coming suddenly at us. Duncan glared at the dog. Once the dog was distracted, he signaled his driver to come to him. We'll have to get the pond to sort this dog so we can change this common. The crew and Duncan retreated back to Thomas. What was all the noise, Duncan? Well, Thomas, there was a stray dog. I had to feed it so I could save my driver. Were you to tell me about that house? Yes, but I'll tell you later after we finish the stone. They delivered the stone and went to bed when done. That house has been here for many years, and Sinbin was wanting to stop the Ida Bay Railway for no reason. His main theory was that he hated trains, and he was going too far with his threats to the manager. I came here the first time to help run the line. There was the line that was made from him in secret a long time ago, just to trick the trains. But none of them ever wanted to meet him, and no matter what they did, it was no use to stop him. So they hid in the sheds and waited for help. I came to his house and paid a trick on him by frying his brain. My word, you saved this railway. Yes, I did it now, today. It's running for the years to come. As for Jimmy Wall, well, it will remain as a home for stray dogs. Just this once, but one day it will get knocked down. Thomas had to agree. And so the Gemma Wall house was forgotten, and the dogs used to sleep in it till they were taken to the pound